everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Antonio Costa. I'm the CEO of KAIZEN Institute, and it is a pleasure for all of the KAIZEN family to be here today with you celebrating the 4th KAIZEN Global Award. If this was movie Oscars ceremony, probably I would start with a joke. But unfortunately, what a hell of a year that we found during 2022. Some of the most reputed economists, they say that we are among a perfect storm. And in fact, we were coming from 2 massive years being hit by a global pandemic. Now the global economic outlook with inflation rising day after day, with the energy crisis and the prices of the oil, of the energy increasing, with the supply chain resilience that is being broke almost everywhere due to the lack of microchips, due to the difficulty of transporting the goods from one way to the other, due to the scarcity of raw materials. Even if we speak about food safety, climate change, and now over here that we had during 2022. Although we are here today to celebrate some of the best cases of the best KAIZEN transformations, KAIZEN implementations that have been done all over the world. So today we will share what was the implementation of these cases, what were the processes that were improved, and which kind of results were achieved by these organizations. One thing you can be sure, we will be speaking about people, because people is in the center of the improvements of these organizations that we will present. We will be speaking about teamwork, we will be speaking about KAIZEN philosophy that is much more than a transformation process, is in fact how to change from the business as usual paradigm that most of the organizations are still in to a change as usual as the new paradigm that we bring with the KAIZEN transformation. So once again, we have a great set of candidates from different industries that are representing good examples of KAIZEN practices. So today we have 6 projects to present. We will have Siam City Cement from Thailand. Good evening. WEG, electrical equipments from Brazil. Flextronics International from Poland. ASML from Netherlands. Acqua Minerale San Benedetto from Italy, and Altri from Portugal. It's also important to mention that we had an additional 5 companies from Mexico, Eaton Industries, from India, ITC Food Division, from Colombia, Superpolo, from Spain, Dinasol, and from Chile, Codelco. They were also both nominated for the Global KAIZEN Award, but they were not ranked in the top 6, so they will not be presented today. So once again, we meet virtually, but we sincerely hope that on the next year, we will be in an hybrid, in an in-person ceremony, and also streaming to all over the world. So let's join me to see the best KAIZEN implementations and to learn from them, and at the same time to be inspired with the transformation that they did and take good examples that we can always improve everywhere, every day, involving everybody. So without further ado, let's start presenting the projects that we have for today. And the first presentation will be delivered by Siam City Cement, Thailand. which is the second largest cement producer in Thailand. Their objective was to implement the lean philosophy across the newly formed supply chain function and fully develop their team over 200 people to adopt the lean approach in all aspects of our work. Presenting their project, we will have Paul Joseph Hayes, the Senior Vice President and Supply Chain in Thailand. Thank you, Paul. And me and Paul, we were together 2 months ago in Singapore in another great event, and I had the chance to know a little bit more about this project that we want all of you to be aware right now.
Hello from Siam City Cement here in Thailand. I'd like to share with you what we've done on our Kaizen journey so far and what we've achieved. So first of all, a little bit about us. We're a cement and building materials business based in Thailand, but we also have operations around the region in Vietnam, Cambodia, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. Our turnover is about €1 billion a year. So cement and aggregates is our main products, but we also have some other light building materials. We are listed on the Thai Stock Exchange, and as part of that, as a publicly listed company, we have a lot of certifications in the area of sustainable development, anti-corruption, green production, etc. So building materials and cement is a very resource intense industry and activity. So it's very important for us that we make sure that we absolutely minimize our impact and make best use of the limited resources that we need. So we do a lot of specific targets in the areas of biodiversity, climate and energy, of course, community and stakeholder engagement, and OH&S. We first started our Kaizen journey really in 2019. We did some pilots in parts of our production. Following that, in 2020, we decided to merge the parts of our production with outbound logistics to form a supply chain function. We decided from the very beginning to take that opportunity to embrace the Kaizen philosophy and end-to-end view of our processes. So that's what we did by middle of 2020. We set out our supply chain vision and using the Hoshin targets to really solidify and to set a clear direction which we wanted to go. During 2021, we were well advanced with process improvements and implementing the Kaizen methodologies. And I think by 2022, really focusing on developing the leadership to operate and to work in a lean Kaizen way.
Okay, so one of the first things we did was set up the team boards, the tier 1 and tier 2 team boards for all of the teams. These are some pictures here from our operations in the plant. Of course, then that's all tied together with the mission control room. We have 2 mission control rooms, one here in the Column Tower in the outbound logistics in Bangkok, and then a second one at the plant. So from that, the starting point is the Hoshin targets, which are cascaded down through the MCR and to the tier 1, tier 2 boards. So the group leaders and team leaders actively involved always, they have the ownership of this in their area. They're the ones who drive the setting of the standards and supporting their teams with this layer process support of their individual operators, individual teams, day after day at the Gemba. So we didn't do this just at the plant. This is also in all the offices. So we have, to get the ball rolling, have the workforce organization backed up by the Kamishi Bai for each of the workstations, etc. So again, these were measuring ourselves against standards that the teams themselves had set. while it was supported top down, it was very much the teams themselves who developed these standards, and it's very much the teams themselves who have ownership of all these activities. So now basically 2.5 years down the track into this journey, there's been many activities, more than 30 A3s have been done, and we're really living the Kaizen way every day. But of course, there are some headline or high level targets which we have achieved. We're very proud of. So some of them here, we're just listing here. So in the bag production line, amazing increase in productivity is measured by OEE over the 2 years. Also our loading efficiency, switching to increasing use of automation. A lot of lines that were being suboptimally used, and we had a big focus to make better use of the equipment that we had. Similar message for the 12-spout packers. So basically focusing on the bigger, higher capacity, more efficient, more modern lines, and retiring the older ones. And then things like making greater use of automation and for allocation of the trucks. So again, there's many activities going on. These are just 4 we picked out just to we go into some of these in detail. So this is our bag making line. This was one of the first areas that we focused on. So as you can see, over that period, very impressive increases in the OEE. And that then transpires, we could make the same amount of product with basically 25% less time, 25% less shifts. So we then use that time saving to actually offer to make some product for one of our other divisions, one of our sister companies. So that saved them an enormous amount of money, because previously they had been buying these bags externally. So a win-win for everybody. Similar story with our cement packing and loading. We focused on the key from the beginning, focused on really getting the maximum out of the newer, bigger production lines and loading lines. So you can see here the progress, very clear progress over the 2.5 years, especially since 2020, in all of the key metrics. Loading rates, use of the 12-spout packers, direct loading rather than putting it through the warehouse. So a lot of very tangible real savings, those activities. Also in our logistics control center, which is where we allocate the work to and follow up with all the trucks every day. Focused on process improvement there, identified a lot of muda, which we managed to take out. So a big reduction in the amount of work that had to be reworked. That allowed better use of resources, allowed us to use less resources, less manpower to do that, but also increase the time then that the operators and the dispatchers can spend on proactively working with the customers, improving the customer experience.
We focus on our Gemba, standard work, 5S, and Muda hunting. We tracking daily performance by using team board to take quick countermeasure. We set improvement target, at least 1 project per week for each supervisor.
The big important thing that we already implement in our operation process is the workplace organizations and fully 5S implementations. The process needs to be clean, clear, and we support by set the process flow, set the right tool to support the Gemba people. Our standard work already created with our Gemba people to test, to train, and implementation. And the team support the standard work by audit and talk with the Gemba people for anything that we need to support. All of this will be support in our operation for sustainable, and we will get the value of the process to support the customer requirement.
In Pan Logistics, take responsibility to manage truck coming to our plant, around 2,000 trucks per day. We have LPS board to visualize, resource, and action that the leader can support Gemba. We apply PDCA and SDCA to LPS for the continuous improvement and sustainable standard as well.
For our supply chain team, we've started the journey for a couple of years now, starting from learning the principles and putting them into practice. Now, each of the working team have their own daily performance meeting, where performance variance is clearly visible and issues and ideas can be raised by anyone in the team meeting. This doesn't come overnight. It took quite a bit of time for everyone to feel comfortable raising issues. And it's very important that our leader promptly support and build the trust within the team. In the end, aside from the clear performance benefit, we could also see the team members becoming more involved and engaged. In summary, it's been a learning experience, and we still have a lot more to do to keep on improving.
Kaizen helps us fundamentally change the way we work. It's really a team effort for our people to less focus on the firefighting and more on improvement of the long-term basis.
Kaizen is changing the way we work. We focus more on customer value creation and reduce inefficiency from our process.
So having gone through this journey, this almost 3-year journey now, reflecting a little bit on the lessons we've learned or the takeaways. So first of all, the key thing is this has to be viewed as a lifelong journey. It's not flavor of the month. So while it's very gratifying to see where we are today, after 3 years of this journey, we're very clear that it does not stop here today, that this is just a step, a milestone on the way, but we will continue in the same direction. And that's very important because, you know, especially these projects, there's a tendency for people they want to get the low-hanging fruit, they want to get some quick results and then move on to the next thing. But it's very clear that this lean journey for us, it cannot succeed if you have that attitude. It takes years and years of sustained effort. We see that even now. It takes a long time to change. Change doesn't come overnight. Something that senior manager must be deeply involved in. There's no way you can delegate this. That doesn't mean senior managers have to do everything, because at the end of the day, it's the team members themselves who are doing the work. That's very clear. But they need to feel that it is important. Senior management need to be there to support and understand what's happening, because as inevitable problems come up and compromises have to be made or things prioritized, that's where senior management can just lend the moral support to the teams. That's very important. It's important that everybody in the teams must be included. You can't just have a small section of the team who wants to do this. Everybody has to be included. Everybody has to have their say, and everybody has to make it happen. And everybody has to be supported. Now, it's also true that not everybody gets and understands what we're trying to do as quickly as other people. So it's important that the people who are a bit slow or taking a bit longer to adapt to this, that they need to be supported. But you know, if they're not achieving or working in the new way, then you have to take some action. Maybe sometimes you have to move them to other activities. Okay, then of course a big learning for all of us is inevitably when you start and you look at a specific topic or a specific process, etc., almost inevitably the outcome is going to be the development of standard work. On one hand, that seems quite logical because it is about standards, but on the other hand, you know, this is something that I think people underestimate the importance of that. So I think that's a big learning from the team. Develop the standards and make the standards work. You know, I think when the team themselves develop the standards, it makes it a lot easier to maintain it later. They have a lot more more ownership. And of course, Gamba, it's all about the Gamba. Everything must revolve around the Gamba. The Gamba has to be in the vocabulary and the very clear message and philosophy that that's where people should be. They should be in the Gamba, or visiting regularly, supporting people there, understanding the issues, not waiting for PowerPoint slides to come to explain what the problem is. The leaders have to go there and be at the Gamba and have Gamba-centric thinking. Okay, so the next steps, again, just to emphasize that we very much see where we are today as just a stepping stone or at one point in our journey. And our journey will continue because everybody in the team understands and sees perfectly that there's still many things we can do. We can always improve every day, continuous improvement. We would like to support some of our other business units in Thailand on their lean journey. So some departments are starting, have started our plan to start. So we are very clear we will give them every support we can on their journey. And also across the region, we have some interest from some of the other group companies to potentially do something similar to what we're doing, implement Kaizen. That's something they have to decide for themselves, but for sure we're at every opportunity we share with them what we're doing, and we give them encouragement, and we make it very clear that we would support them if they ever want to start this.
Thank you, Paul, and also the entire team. Amazing. I was really impressed with the presentation. We are now heading to the other side of the ocean, directly to Brazil, to meet the candidate from Brazil, WEG Electrical Equipment. WEG has been consolidating its market position, not only as a manufacturer of motors, but also as a supplier of complete industrial systems. WEG's partnership with Kaizen has been focused on disseminating a lean culture and implementing several improvement projects. The work they will be presenting today will be focused on the designing of the lean lines, which made it possible to optimize processes and implement assembly cells with high productivity. And to present WEG project, we have Karina Ruviaro, the Continuous Improvement Analyst.
Good afternoon. I'm going to present WEG's improvement project. The content of this presentation is company information, project objectives, actions implemented, benefits and results, lessons learned, and next steps. Here's a video with the company information.
From solutions for your home to solutions for all industries, from renewable power generation to renewed ways of generating power. From smart electric motors to smart cities. From solutions for hydroelectric power to solutions that use less water resources. From energy storage and large-size battery systems to storing data in the cloud. From power distribution networks to the distribution of data through the Internet of Things, or IoT. From products designed for solar use to products designed for rain and bad weather. From presence in the fields that feed us to the presence in the fields that cheer. From innovation to preservation. We dive deep into everything we do, delivering more and more innovative ideas that are efficient and sustainable for the day-to-day activity of industry, farms, cities, and people. It is the desire for progress that keeps the world evolving. Today, tomorrow, and always. WAG. Driving efficiency and sustainability.
The project's objectives are lead time reduction, reduction of industrial cost, reduction of imbalance, productivity increase, reduction of the occupied area. We started our lean journey in 2009 with the first VSM. We used to have 70 days of lead time and less than 1% of value-added activities. To show all elements we have deployed here at PEG, we use the TFM model. We have help chain as a quick response system to problems and resumption of production flow. The 5S program is deployed in all areas of the department. And Kaizen WAG is one of the pillars of the company, supporting all levels of improvements. When we say about production flow, we use mock-up in the development of future assembly lines. All assembly lines are supplied through pulled border of line, and work elements are standardized according to balance. We use SMAT concepts in SMD area, where setup time is a critical factor for the production result. We use low-cost automation, such as a device for moving products during assembling, reducing effort, and improving ergonomics. And now our TFM with the elements from production flow. When we say about internal logistics flow, we used to have a supermarket supplying all assembly lines, but not anymore. In 2015, Kaizen Award Brazil, this project was the first place in the productivity improvement category. Mizusumash's roots supply all assembly lines with materials and information in a pooled way. All materials are supplied synchronized according to PFEP. In production leveling is used in order to reduce WIP and lead time. And production pool planning ensures that production is carried out according to customer demands. Now our TFM model looks like this. When we say about external logistics flow, our warehouse is organized according to the point of delivery at the factory. Milk run is used to supply materials inside the industrial park, and logistics pool planning aligns sales, supply, production forecasting to improve customer service with adequate inventory levels. Here are some more elements from the TFM. After all this work, we still had process layout in main areas, assembling, testing, and packaging. Our last big step was connecting all these points to create the lean lines. Here's a video with more details.
A nossa jornada no mundo Lean contou com o apoio e parceria do KAIZEN Institute para nos guiar em uma grande mudança cultural. já vimos atingido aumentos de produtividade significativos por meio da implantação de conceitos como estabilidade básica, trabalho padronizado, nivelamento e sincronização da produção nas linhas de montagem.
Depois de mais de 10 anos nessa jornada, desenvolvemos a maturidade suficiente para darmos um novo salto de melhoria, o que possibilitou a realização de um sonho antigo, de conectar todos os processos de manufatura do produto. Surge assim o conceito das linhas integradas de manufatura, ou simplesmente Lean. Nessas linhas, os componentes são entregues nos bordes de forma puxada. É feita a montagem dos produtos que tem a sua qualidade garantida pelas etapas de teste. Por fim, o trem logístico leva os produtos já embalados para a expedição.
O trabalho desenvolvido pela equipe foi fundamental para o sucesso das linhas Lean e sem elas não estaríamos atendendo à demanda solicitada pelos nossos clientes. A utilização da metodologia enxuta foi, sem dúvida, essencial para atingirmos esse resultado.
Now about the benefits and results. In productivity and KVA by employee by day, we had a 175% increase. In productivity in drives by employee by day, we had a 64% increase. In electronic components inserted by occupied square meter, we had 139% increase and 13% increase in average OEE. In revenue by occupied square meter, we had a 107% increase. The lesson learned, the importance of guaranteeing not only the approval of assembly at the launch of the product, but the complete logistical cycle. And our next steps are develop a standardized methodology for section heads to perform gamble walks, expand cell mount solutions Lean for mid-sized products, use the PWQP program methodology to promote ESG-related actions. And that's what I had to show you. Thank you.
Obrigado, Karina. Muito bom. Thank you also to the entire team, and congrats on the great effort that you applied for everything that you have accomplished. It's now time to present our third nominee, and our third nominee is coming from Poland. The company is Flex, and Flex delivers technology, innovation, supply chain, and manufacturing solutions to various industries and markets. Electric vehicles chargers process optimization is the project that will be presented today by Andrzej Doroskiewski, the Value Stream Director, and Veronika Janko, the Senior Business Excellence Manager.
Hello, this is Team Poland. My name is Andrzej Doroskiewicz and I'm a Value Stream Director.
My name is Veronika Janko and I am Senior Business Excellence Manager.
We represent Flex Chef during this year's Global KAIZEN Award. We will present our KAIZEN project named Electric Vehicle Chargers Process Optimization. During the presentation, we will introduce a few information about our company, why we have chosen this project, what the actions we implemented, and of course, present some of the benefits and results we obtained. At the end, we will also talk about what lessons we learned and how we're planning to move forward. Here is a bird's-eye view of our campus. We are located in the north of Poland, next to the largest Polish river Vistula, and approximately 30 kilometers south from the Baltic Sea. Campus was established in the year 2000, with one building visible on the left of this photograph. Today, with 3 manufacturing and 1 logistics center, we occupy 80,000 square meters and employ over 4,000 people. Due to our diversity, we have dedicated each of the production hall to the specific products portfolio. B1, focusing on mechanical and high-level integration, B2, dedicated to PCB and box build, and USB4 for special business solutions. Thanks to our wide experience, we are capable of providing services to customers from very different branches of industry, including integrated network solutions, high-level assembly, including capital equipment, vending and ticketing machines, oil, gas, and automotive, just to name a few. Our strategy is to offer end-to-end services, including electronic and mechanical assembly, vertical integration, prototyping, test development, and of course, supply chain with logistics and return services. In order to be a reliable partner for our customers, we have a number of certificates confirming our professional approach and working according to the highest standards. What distinguishes us is a wide production capabilities under one roof. At the same time, we have 18 SMT lines with RF testing and debugging in the PCB hall, and 9 turret punching machines, bending presses, stamping presses, and powder paint line in our mechanical building. Among all the others, our greatest value is our employees, their commitment and experience in the production of a wide range of products, including radio base station, food processing machines, packaging machines, cameras, and of course, EV chargers. Every day, we focus to deliver sketch-to-scale services taking into account the characteristic of the products, markets, and customers. That is why we have divided our products into 3 different categories, with dedicated customer-focused teams that are tailored to the needs: communication, enterprise and cloud, industrial, and lifestyle.
At Flex Poland, we strongly believe that continuous improvement is the key to develop our business and customers. Continuous improvement is the part of our DNA. It's meaning that it exists in each activity and process step we follow. In our organization, we have different types of continuous improvement activities. Our baseline is 5S methodology. 5S is our daily standard in production, office, and supply chain. We have a suggestion program dedicated for individuals called 3XP. Other activities like small group activities, internal, external Kaizen workshops are dedicated for teams. Since our organization is open for development, we learn from the others and share best practices in and outside of the organization.
Our experience with EV chargers has started in the year 2017 with the biggest challenge related to the specific welding process. At that time, our weld shop was limited to less than 10 operators and equipped with 4 manual welding stations. That's why the first 2 years dedicated to growth in 2 areas: increasing integration skills in the field of electromechanical assembly and increasing productivity capacity in our weld shop. Today, it consists of 80 specialists, and in addition to manual station, is equipped with 5 robotic welding cells. Such an approach was appreciated by our customer that in 2019 extended our cooperation and awarded Flex with production of highest level of integration cabinets, including electromechanical assembly and final test of the finished good. According to our strategy to bring more and more value, the next steps was introduction of EV charger designed together with the customer and our design center in Israel. We can proudly say that today this charger is the fastest available at the market. And since the year 2021, we consistently expanded our portfolio with the customers that today consists of 16 projects representing 95% of customers' portfolio in the market. Such a rapid growth needed a non-standard approach to be successful.
So we established a multifunctional project team, representatives from various departments like production, engineering, quality, supply chain, program management, and lean to support our continuous improvement activities. Our people are the heart of our organization. Their engagement is the key to continuous improvement. So results of our work in electric vehicles charger process optimization were different. 38 different projects focused on space optimization, efficiency and productivity, ergonomics, and 5S improvements, innovation and automation implementation. Those projects were 2 external and 12 internal Kaizen workshops and 22 small group activities. Our employees implemented significant number of ideas, above 630. During those projects, we used several lean tools. For example, to do current state analysis and understand the problems, we used Ishikawa with Pareto, value stream mapping, and Yamazuni chart. Lean tools help us to eliminate waste activities from our production processes, optimize productivity, and reduce time to market. Now, we would like to share our results of space optimization project. One of example was design and build dedicated trolleys in our moonshine shop for fabricated parts. We reduced 8 times the space occupied by pallets. Second project was packaging optimization and moving storage to warehouse and pick up material only when it's needed. Next project reduced cost of material sheet utilization. Instead of 1 common component, we are able to cut 5. Productivity help our business to be more profitable. That is why our projects focus on cycle time reduction for frame and for components welding. By changing the method of welding, and achievement was cycle time reduction by 30%, and additional grinding time cycle time reduction has been reduced. Tubing system for materials and kit to exact for heavy and big parts implementation increased welding operation productivity by 50% and eliminated time for searching for materials needed for production.
Other key improvement is related with introduction of multi-operator welding and grinding cell. In the original setup, both processes were performed in a different station and by different operators, and this system has its drawbacks. Putting both processes together within one station has brought a number of benefits, such as improved quality awareness that increased the yield by 30%, elimination of process transportation, reduction of overall cycle time by 20%, and finally, it reduced the exposure time for harmful factors for the employee that led directly to enable work in overtimes. Powder paint line is the next example of critical area that was part of the improvement process. Size, weight, and significant quantities of cabinets were enabled for changing traverse construction system and balancing the line to increase the output by 100%, up to 12 painted frames per one shift. Another area of improvement is high-level assembly line, where introduction of new material management routines, including kitting trolleys and automatic drivers, caused line output improvement by 50%. Last 3 examples of improvements are related to the implementation of automated solutions within fabrication and welding area. Automated bending that included installing of robotic arm, programming, and building dedicated tool has led to significant increase of bending capacity. But what is more important, it brought high repeatability of the process that was critical for another improvement, automated welding of the frame. Internally designed, built, and CE certified fixture was installed on a welding robot and led to a reduced manual welding cycle time from 15 hours to 45 minutes. Last but not least was the purchase of an installation of new cutting laser equipped with dedicated feeding tower, capable of automatic delivery of material, storing, and even sorting of the components. This solution is 2.5 times faster than the existing and can be run with minimum supervision of the operator. All the efforts we take are aimed to increase the business and satisfy our customers. They have been appreciated in the quarterly shared scorecard, valued at 9 out of 10 point scale, what led to the direct translation to 6-time business growth with expectation for further increases.
Engagement of our employees in those 38 Kaizen projects is visible and valued by our customer, enhancing his trust to Flex as an organization providing high quality of services. Innovated and automated solution for our bending and welding improved our efficiency and repeatability of processes. We increased our productivity by 39%. We reduced our storage occupied by work in progress by 68%. All Kaizen generated savings on the level 0.5% of sales.
Today, we have a clear goal for improvement and growth in EV business. We dedicated all our efforts to increase our capacity in smart and automated way whenever it is possible. The closest investments consist of automated welding, bending, grinding, and threading, where we can share our best and implement our best practices.
Electromobility's business is growing significantly, and we are proud that we are part of this growth. And through continuous improvement, we are able to make great products for our customers that create value and improve people's lives. Thank you.
Thank you to Veronica and Andrés, and congrats on the great effort you applied and everything that you have accomplished. Amazing results with the project that you just presented. So it's time to move on and to present our fourth nominee and last one before the break. ASML from the Netherlands. ASML is an innovation leader in the semiconductor industry. Let's find out a bit more of their project, System Performance Lean Acceleration Pilot, by the voice of Mark Immers, the Lean Manager, Olaf van de Ven, Manager NXT System Performance, and Steven Loyens, Manufacturing Team Leader.
Hello, my name is Steven Loyens and I work for a company called ASML. Last year, I was the proud project lead of the project called Lean Acceleration within the System Performance Department. And that department is responsible for calibrating and qualifying the system so it meets customer specifications. This Lean Acceleration was started because of the high customer demand on our DOV platform, mainly because of the global chip shortage. To reduce cost and increase delivery performance, an aggressive target was set for the team to reduce the cycle time by 50%. To reach the ambitious target of 50% cycle time reduction, a program was set up consisting out of 6 work streams. 2 work streams were focused on breakthroughs, for example, doing a value stream mapping event and executing our improvement roadmap. Then we also had 3 work streams focused on the daily steering, starting with a proper goal deployment. And next to that, start growing the capabilities of performance dialogue, so our team members act on deviations and translate them to corrective and/or preventive actions. But also focus on our leaders, growing the capabilities of our leaders in performance dialogue and coaching for problem solving, so that they are able to support their team members. And last but not least, we had the continuous improvement work stream, focused on building a process so every team member is able to participate in waste reduction. Last year, we successfully closed out our project before our sponsor board, and I must say the results were impressive. Together with our team, we reduced the cycle time mean by 30% and the variation even by 50%. A great achievement. I also strongly believe in the integral approach we took in this natural team, by really putting effort in growing the capabilities, but also preparing and executing Kaizen events. But for now, let's also listen to some of our project members and how they experienced this project.
Hi, my name is Olsan and I work for Technical Support System Qualification Department at ASML. I took part in the VSM workshop last year and I would like to talk about my experience with you. It was the first time seeing the entire natural team gathered together on the very same day to come up with improvement ideas. This was very effective and interactive. We had the support of our higher management from day one. Our objective was to come up with ideas to reduce the cycle time on XT systems and ASML platforms. We had a digital working environment which enabled us to be, one, very interactive with one another, two, determine the bottlenecks in the entire cycle time process. This was possible by seeing the entire process on one big sheet of paper where everyone was able to put in their ideas. As a result of this, we had 2 big projects and 5 smaller projects. It was a very proud moment, showed a lot of collaboration, and I was able to see the final results with actual cycle time gained. So this was a very nice and a proud moment for me.
Hi, my name is Niels van Leeuwen, Team Lead System Performance. My experience with the Performance Dialogue program was that it was very welcomed by the natural team. The Performance Dialogue workstream introduced extra guidance on the level of quality of the dialogue in our daily performance management meetings. The fact that extra resources were made available to join the DPM sessions made it possible to give direct feedback to the natural team and plan coaching sessions with the natural team leads. The Performance Dialogue coach helped me by providing objective feedback based on a predefined assessment. This definitely helped determine an initial baseline and start improving on a daily basis. Over time, we recognized an increase in the effectiveness of our meetings, which was underlined by our trend line being on track. All in all, 2 thumbs up for the project team that helped us in taking the next step in our lean deployment.
My name is Olaf van der Ven, Manager System Performance. When we started the Lean Acceleration Program, our main goal was to reduce the instant cycle time. We started with different streams, Kaizen sessions with natural team members, and did a lot of work. It was great to see all those people working together. For me, the biggest change is difficult to catch in numbers, but very effective. As a natural team, we had one goal. With that mindset, the question is, how can I help the natural team? And with that in mind, the atmosphere really changed into caring for each other, but getting the job done together as a team.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all of you. My name is Mark Immers and I want to give a short update about the project we run in ASML to reducing our cycle time with 50% within System Performance XT. So first of all, who's ASML? ASML is a world leader in the manufacturing of advanced technology systems for the semiconductor industry, who's delivering to all of the main customers who are producing chips within in the world. Currently, there are more than 30,000 employees working within ASML, and the headquarters of ASML is located in Veldhoven in the Netherlands.
Hello, my name is Steven, and I was the project leader of the System Performance Lean Acceleration. The objectives of this project was to reduce the instant cycle time by 50%, which was a very ambitious target. To reach this target, we ran a project with 6 work streams, like already mentioned in the video. Most important, the work streams I want to highlight, which were the breakthroughs. Together with the natural team, we built the value stream, we identified the improvement roadmap, but also together, by a sprint way of working, we executed those improvements. Next to that, we also put a lot of focus on the daily steering in our natural team. We started with a goal deployment, making sure that every natural team member is aware of what the goals are in this project and how they can contribute to that goal. By a performance dialogue, we made sure that people are triggering deviations and also trying to translate those ones to corrective and preventive actions. We put a lot of efforts in our leadership, growing the capability of our leaders and coaching for problem solving, but also performance dialogue. And last but not least, we've invested in our continuous improvement process so that every natural team member is aware of the process so that they can participate and also improve on waste identified in our processes.
Hello, my name is Olaf van der Ven. I'm manager of NXT System Performance. I'd like to give you an update about the mission control. Every week we presented the results of our project in all subcategories according to plan, do, check, act methodology, where everyone explained the deliverables, the things that brought them that we achieved, and showing the results. It was a weekly core team meeting. You see the picture there with the core members, and we monitor the overall project status and some deep dives in the work streams.
Here you see an overview of all the actions we did implement via the work streams. Some nice ones we can highlight is at the breakthroughs is the value stream mapping event together with the natural team, which was a big success and which really gave the team a lot of energy. From this value stream mapping event, 2 sprints were identified to execute, which we also did in the following order. Next to that, for the goal deployment work stream, we built a KPI tree, which was very visual and also able to cascade that down towards our natural teams. With the performance dialogue work stream, we created a nice assessment to assess performance dialogue in a DPM meeting, including all the roles and responsibilities. And at last, we also want to highlight the continuous improvement work stream, where we made a standardized way of working for us, continuous improvement, but also thought about CI boosters to get the natural team CI wheel rolling.
Benefits and results. You see some huge numbers over there. So when we started, we were way above the norm of our department. We increased the cycle time with 30% and the standard deviation with 50%. What you saw happening is that really we were more and more in control during the project. That was really shown on the shop floor and on the factory and in all the meetings. The things I'm even more proud of is the collaboration of all people working together and get a better organization working together. And the results was great.
Yeah, the lessons learned. The lessons learned is that if you can see if you work together with a team on one goal, and it's a clear goal for all the team and also for the leaders. So less is more. Then you see what you can achieve by working together. And the next step is also that we like to roll out this way of working within ASML for other projects.
Whoa, congratulations to all the team from ASML. I spoke about the microchip shortage, and now we know how complex it is to produce such a product. We will be doing a quick 1-minute break now, so thanks for your attention.
Have you ever wondered what moves us? That thing that motivates us to achieve more and more, that keeps us going. We are Kaizen Institute. We deliver value and results through our consulting and training services. Founded in 1985, we have the longest history of consulting and training organizations in more than 60 countries, specifically in the fields of Kaizen, lean management, and continuous improvement. We are more than 700 people that work to improve the world with everyone, everywhere, and every day. We transform teams into real Kaizen players, capable of leading change within their organizations. We walk side by side with our clients on a journey from current paradigms to breakthrough solutions and ways of working. At Kaizen Institute, we help leaders change for the better in all areas of the organization. Do you want to grow with us?
Welcome back. Let's move on our ceremony, and it's time to introduce our fifth nominee. During the break, I had the chance to drink a small bottle of water, and the nominee from Italy is Acqua Minerale San Benedetto. They are recognized as the market leader in the Italian non-alcoholic beverage market for the 7th consecutive year. Acqua Minerale San Benedetto aims to become a 360 degrees Kaizen organization to respond to its mission to be the most efficient and sustainable system on the market in creating value for customers in the beverage sector. Let's hear from Andrea Loss, the company's Kaizen manager, who will be presenting its operational excellence program.
È un'azienda italiana, leader nel mercato delle bevande analcoliche, comprende 11 stabilimenti nel mondo nei quali ci lavorano più di 2000 persone.
Partendo da molti cantieri Kaizen, passando per lo Shinkanri, abbiamo elevato il Kaizen in San Benedetto a livello di strategia aziendale attraverso il lancio di un programma di eccellenza operativa.
Il Kaizen è una cultura che coinvolge tutti i nostri collaboratori e tutte le aree funzionali. In tal senso il Gemba non è più solo dedicato all'area produttiva, ma coinvolge tutte le funzioni, perché in tutte le funzioni si fanno le cose.
Lavoriamo a stretto contatto con il Gemba, dando valore a tutti i suggerimenti che ci segnalano.
Questo salto di maturità nell'implementazione di Kaizen ci ha permesso di guardare con una nuova prospettiva il nostro modello di business. L'obiettivo del programma Eccellenza Operativa è essere un'organizzazione Kaizen a 360 gradi.
Per supportare lo sviluppo di Kaizen in tutte le funzioni, abbiamo un team trasversale di Kaizen Coach con l'obiettivo di sviluppare cantieri e stimolare il miglioramento continuo aziendale.
Siamo sempre molto attenti a quello che è il valore per il cliente, il che significa avere chiari concetti di time to market, di flessibilità e di sostenibilità ambientale. È per questo che abbiamo creato un modello molto importante attraverso un concetto di business sulla progettazione, di stampistica, di componentistica, nonché la costruzione degli stessi pezzi.
Grazie all'integrazione di tutti i processi di progettazione siamo in grado di gestire internamente la progettazione di bottiglie, tappi, stampi e miglioramento delle macchine, raggiungendo un time to market del 60% minore rispetto ai competitors.
L'integrazione dei processi relativi all'attrezzeria costituisce una risorsa sia per lo sviluppo interno che per l'ottimizzazione costruttiva in termini di tempi e di standard di qualità, sostenuti da un laboratorio interno certificato.
L'integrazione delle funzioni ci ha permesso di cambiare il nostro paradigma produttivo. La flessibilizzazione della tecnologia di produzione bottiglie, infatti, ci ha permesso di diminuire il tempo di cambio stampi del 90% e di aumentare i formati prodotti del 50%.
Questi risultati ci consentono di avere un notevole vantaggio competitivo e ci consentono inoltre di sviluppare un portafoglio prodotti innovativo, variegato, in modo da coprire tutte le aree di bisogno e soddisfare in maniera ottimale i nostri consumatori.
La nostra missione è da sempre chiara, noi vogliamo essere il sistema più efficiente, il nostro obiettivo è di dare al mercato e al lavoro valore e vogliamo che questo diventi la nostra scelta strategica per i prossimi anni e per il futuro della nostra azienda.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Andrea Lossa, the Kaizen manager of Acqua Minerale San Benedetto Group, and today I will present our operational excellence program. San Benedetto is an Italian total beverage company which operates in all segments of the non-alcoholic beverage market. San Benedetto is the market leader in Italy from 7 years in a row, with a market share of 17.5%. We have 11 factories around the world, and we sell our products in then 100 countries. San Benedetto stands out for its strong orientation towards sustainability. In fact, it was the first player that have offered a carbon neutral water product line, and the first one that have produced a 100% air PET bottle. San Benedetto is a leader also for reputation from 6 years in a row. What is the context? We are facing an increasingly competitive world in which the speed of change is accelerating more and more. The market challenges are a lot: raw material cost increasing, the packaging shortage, the reduction of the average production batches, the transformation cost increasing, transport shortage, and new competitors in the market. In this context, the ability to change faster and better the competitors is becoming more and more a competitive factor. I want to tell you about our evolution in the implementation of Kaizen, which began about 20 years ago with the Kaizen workshop in production that have evolved more and more up to today's ambition to become a full Kaizen organization through the dissemination of Kaizen culture throughout the organization at every level. This evolution is the response to the mission defined by our president to be the most efficient and sustainable system on the market in creating value for customers in the beverage sector. Starting from this vision, a new program has been launched through a strong integration of the general director, of the HR director, and other business function directors. We have communicated the program in the whole company at every level. To support the program, we have developed a cross-functional Kaizen team. Then, through the analysis of the improvement priorities in the various functions and the application of Oshinkari and cost deployment, we have set improvement objectives and priorities. Finally, we have launched Kaizen workshop in every business function, supporting the Kaizen culture dissemination process with the training of all employees on Kaizen fundamentals and the progressive development of Kaizen coach within the business functions. The development of the Kaizen culture in San Benedetto takes place following an implementation model that is based on two transversal elements. The first one is the Kaizen culture dissemination in the whole organization and the strong focus on the customer value. The second one is the sense of urgency, communication, and management to involve people in the improvement challenges. In addition, there are 7 pillars: the improvement plans and performance monitoring development, the Kaizen organizational structure development, the continuous improvement routine standardization, the strong and diffuse knowledge on continuous improvement and tools and methods, the strong product and process innovation and engineering, the robust leadership and personal excellence, and the last one is the Kaizen assessment audit system implementation. This model has allowed us to integrate Kaizen with the business model revision, achieving improvements in different areas: digital transformation, development of new markets, the value capture ability improvement, the improve of proximity to customer, the improve of the customer value centricity, the evolution of the Kaizen culture in the organization, the strengthening continuous improvement, the development of strategic vertical integration, and the improve of the ability to select strategic supplier. Let me give you some example of the results achieved by Acqua Minerale San Benedetto. In the production and R&D areas, with the Kaizen workshop on flexibilized bottle production technology, we have reduced time to market of 70%. We have reduced the mold changeover time of 93%, and we have increased the productivity of 50%. In supply chain, we have developed a new transport company to improve the service level to customer. About digital transformation, some examples are in supply chain to automate the assignment of the transport carriers, and in the customer service to automate the entry of the orders received by fax and email. Another example are the development of Kaizen coaches in the business function, such as supply chain and sales, the training of more than 300 people in all functions on the Kaizen fundamentals, and other improvement examples are related to quality, with the optimization of the packaging and PET traceability process, and the improvement of the innovation process thanks to the introduction of the unsafe for the project review. Regarding lesson learned and next step, I would like to focus attention on 3 key aspects. The first is the Kaizen culture dissemination in all company functions is the key to achieve the best benefits, because it enables a cross vision by promoting global and non-local benefits. Furthermore, it enables to business model company review to find new ways to create value for customers. Our next steps are focused on the reinforce and the accelerating the improvement in every business function and at every level. The second one is interfunctional Kaizen team implementation and Kaizen coaches training in business function is fundamental to diffuse Kaizen culture. In fact, the interfunctional Kaizen team implementation is fundamental to evangelize the business function on Kaizen culture, to permit the coordination with a cross view of the improvement projects, and to ensure continuous performance bar raising. From the other hand, Kaizen coaches training in the business functions are important to support the pervasive diffusion of Kaizen culture and to improve the alignment of the improvement activity with business function priorities. Next steps are focused on the new Kaizen coaches training in other business functions to develop and reinforce Kaizen culture implementation. Third point, look for innovation to reinforce Kaizen breakthrough and achieve competitive advantages. In fact, it's very important alternate the continuous improvement phases that play a key role to improve efficiency as the ability to meet current customer needs in the most efficient way with the Kaizen breakthrough phase, where instead the innovation is fundamental to meet future customer needs in the most efficient way. Our next steps are focused on the reinforced product and technological radical innovation. Therefore, the essence of our corporate culture is strongly oriented to focus on voice of customer, people development, innovation, and continuous improvement. Well, finally, let me conclude by thanking all the people who are making this San Benedetto journey towards excellence possible. Thank you for attention.
Thank you, Andrea. Amazing presentation, amazing results from Aqua San Benedetto. Let's move to our last nominee, my fellow countryman from Portugal, and this year is represented by Altri. Altri is a benchmark European company in the production of pulp from eucalyptus wood and in sustainable forest management. It is listed on the Lisbon Stock Exchange. Today, some of the elements of the Altri's team will be presenting Altri Operating System Program, which was created in 2020 as part of the group's collaboration with KAIZEN Institute. So I will call a group of people, starting with José Pina, the CEO, Raquel Almeida, Industrial Director, Paulo Jordão, also Industrial Director, Vitor Lucas, Industrial Director, and Luís Ferreira, Forest Director.
A Altri é uma empresa de referência europeia na produção de fibras celulósicas, desenvolvimento de energia sustentável e gestão florestal. Em 2021, com recordes de vendas e de produção superiores a 1 milhão de toneladas, tivemos vendas na ordem dos 800 milhões de euros e um EBITDA de 228 milhões de euros.
Mas como chegar a estes resultados? No Grupo Altri é valorizada a competência técnica, a excelência da gestão e o desenvolvimento das pessoas. Gostamos de pensar de forma diferente, de ter uma gestão participada e de mudar para melhor, todos os dias, em todas as áreas. Foi precisamente por este motivo que em 2016 estabelecemos uma parceria com o Instituto KAIZEN, para garantir um caminho estruturado na melhoria contínua.
A metodologia KAIZEN começou a ser implementada na Selvi com o início de reuniões KAIZEN diário de nível 1 em 2 equipas piloto, Gemba e Supervisão. Este nível tem como objetivo motivar e dotar as equipas de ferramentas necessárias para o bom desempenho do processo, resultando da conjugação de conceitos fundamentais de gestão, como medição do desempenho, planeamento do trabalho, gestão de melhoria e adoção de técnicas de resolução estruturada de problemas. Em 2017, proliferou-se esta metodologia a todas as equipas da área industrial, envolvendo cerca de 210 colaboradores e 28 quadras de equipa, desde Gemba até à administração.
Após a organização das equipas e do arranque do KAIZEN diário nível 2, a Selvi decidiu continuar com a implementação de projetos de melhoria assentes em ferramentas de resolução estruturada de problemas, como a metodologia KOVETS KAIZEN, focados no aumento da eficiência operacional.
Em 2018 começaram a introduzir-se as práticas KAIZEN nas restantes fábricas do grupo, na Biotech e no Caima, recorrendo a equipas multidisciplinares e envolvendo todas as áreas operacionais, iniciaram-se os projetos de melhoria contínua.
Estes projetos possibilitam o desenvolvimento e a motivação da equipa a atingir uma cultura de excelência operacional que procura, autonomamente, melhores formas de trabalhar para alcançar os objetivos, além de fomentar a partilha de conhecimento e experiências entre colegas.
Em 2019, a Selvi foi premiada pelo KAIZEN Institute na categoria Excelência na Qualidade, tendo sido promovidos os projetos com resultados de melhoria da qualidade do produto e do processo com criação de valor para o cliente.
Paralelamente, iniciou-se o projeto na Altri Florestal, com a implementação das ferramentas de melhoria contínua na gestão diária das atividades. Através dos projetos de melhoria, construíram-se ferramentas de diagnóstico para a aplicação em loco, possibilitando análise de causas, definição de desenhos de solução e implementação de ações de forma preventiva e corretiva.
A abrangência do programa de melhoria promoveu a criação do modelo Altri Operating System, com o objetivo de sustentar e comunicar a melhoria dentro da organização e alinhar as iniciativas com a estratégia do grupo. Em fevereiro de 2020, realizou-se a primeira convenção do Altri Operating System, que teve a participação de mais de 140 elementos.
Criou-se a rotina da apresentação de melhorias Gemba nas reuniões Fabrício, onde os colaboradores partilham as ações desenvolvidas, implementadas ou propostas que beneficiam as suas tarefas do dia-a-dia, questões operacionais e de segurança. As reuniões diárias são uma reunião transversal a todos os níveis da organização e permitem o alinhamento frequente das equipas e seguimento dos indicadores, promovendo assim a reação a desvios e implementação de ações imediatas.
A partilha das melhorias realizadas e a promoção dos resultados é assegurada através de um plano de formação e comunicação.
Em 2021 foi criada a equipa transversal do Altri Operating System. Definiu-se o plano de comunicação através do lançamento de folhetos informativos e newsletter trimestral do grupo, onde são partilhados testemunhos e conquistas dos projetos desenvolvidos na Altri. Para garantir que todos estes princípios começam na origem, implementou-se a formação de acolhimento por forma a enquadrar os novos colaboradores das metodologias KAIZEN implementadas no Grupo Altri.
Dada a transversalidade do projeto, foi criado o site OS onde se encontra centralizada toda a informação associada ao programa. Para a sua implementação, aplicamos processos ágeis e automatizados com o objetivo de melhorar a eficiência e desta forma manter a equipa mais focada a nível estratégico.
Ainda para fomentar a comunicação, decorrem em todas as nossas fábricas Mission Control Meetings, representando momentos estruturados para partilha da evolução dos vários projetos em curso e desbloqueio de ações pendentes ou até eventuais constrangimentos. Nesta sessão são ainda consultados os resultados das auditorias Kamishibai. Este modelo foi desenvolvido para sustentar as boas práticas e permitir a troca de informações e de boas práticas pelos vários auditores. E é também mais uma oportunidade para os líderes ajudarem as suas equipas naturais.
Greetings and welcome to Altri's presentation for the 4th edition of the Global KAIZEN Awards. To do so, in this presentation, we will discuss our company's information, the project objectives, and the actions we implemented, the benefits and results we believe came from those set actions, and finally, the lessons learned and what are our next steps. Founded in 2005, Altri is a European benchmark company in the production of cellulose fibers from eucalyptus wood and in sustainable forest management. These two combined activities enhance the production of renewable energy, more precisely through cogeneration and the recovery of biomass energy. In the present day, Altri owns 3 industrial complexes in Portugal with an annual capacity for over 1.1 million tons. Through Altri Florestal, forest management is also one of our key activities, with 88,000 hectares of certified forests in Portugal. For better forest management, we also produce energy from forest-provided biomass. Altri exports over 90% of its production to multiple European markets, as well as to the Far East, providing high-quality products to customers in multiple industrial and consumer application segments, including specialty and hygienic papers, as well as cellulose-based textile fibers.
At Altri, we value the operating and people development excellence. To be a sector leader is something that Altri intends to achieve through process of change, a new approach that benefit the environment, the society, and the economy. That's why, in 2016, we decided to enrich our group with the KAIZEN methodologies that allow us, in a structured way, to foresee and prepare for the future. In 2020, the program Altri Operating System was created, which aims to foster this culture and spread it across the whole group, from Gemba to top management. Altri Operating System is our way to work today and represents our concept of continuous improvement. This is our truly license to operate. Kaizen tools were adopted to improve operational process, develop teams, and organize spaces. With simple tools used in a structured way, problem solving can be supported by evidence-based and team-based decisions. Kaizen Daily Level 1 represents a routine management and teams monitoring promoted by the creation of daily meetings of operation control. This level aims to provide teams with the necessary tools for a good performance of the process, resulting from the combination of fundamental management concepts such as performance, measurement, accountability, and motivation, working planning, improvement management, and adoption of structured problem-solving techniques. Thus, this model allows us to motivate the teams to achieve a culture of operational excellence that seeks autonomously better ways of working to achieve the objectives, to reduce the unnecessary costs by revising standards and adopting countermeasures to address the deviations, to improve decision-making process, to foresee operational deficiencies or events relevant to the objectives, and development sustainable practices. The methodology Kaizen Daily N2 is a method of work organization in 5 steps, the 5S, which enable the creation of a cleaner, safer, and more organized workplace. Through weekly sections with the teams focus on the analysis of the problems, on identification of the countermeasures, and implementation, we are able to obtain a better area organization, optimizing productivity and the efficiency of the process. Through the application of the methodologies like 3C, PDCA, Kobetsu, and Oshin diagnostic tools were built for one-site application, enabling analysis of causes, definition of solution designs, and the implementation of actions in the prevent and corrective manner. In order to promote and sustain the culture of continuous improvement, the results of the improvement projects are monitored in the mission control and Oshin review sections. In order to promote communication within the Altri group, there are regular distribution of information flyers, the dissemination of explanatory videos with Kaizen methodologies, and a quarterly edition of AOS newsletter.
As a way to ensure the recognition of its employees and ensuring that the metrics outlined are being met, it is essential to monitor their results for correct decision-making and for the creation of an innovation environment. With rigorous data collection and analysis, countermeasures are more accurate. Actions are very specific and therefore can provide the desired results. This is the beginning of a culture of countermeasures. Throughout this project, it was possible to focus on Altri's strategic performance, on the areas in which it creates more positive impacts and benefits for sustainable development, like forest, operation excellence, technological innovation, people, sustainability, safety, and environment. These are just some of the numbers achieved with development of projects in Altri Group. But it's never enough to mention again that for us, it is not only the results that matter. The most important is people.
Share with you the main lessons we have learned with Kaizen implementation in Altri Group. First of all, that it's possible to improve continuously by changing and eliminating old and traditional ways of work with same people, breaking paradigms. Second, that it's important to go to Gemba daily and see problems as opportunities. Empower everyone to take part in problem solving in a structured way, in which every opinion is important and everyone can take part in finding solutions on a basis of autonomy with accountability. The easy visual aspect allows process transparency from Gemba to top management and promotes knowledge sharing within and between factories. Greater focus on results enables greater increase in operational efficiency and cost reduction. Be cost effective, the application of small daily change results in major improvements over the time. Lastly, just to reinforce that improvements have no limits and to say that success from the past doesn't guarantee future success.
Regarding the next steps, I would like to mention that the game improvement assuming routine was created in operational meetings in order to allow improvement sharing with daily impact on the operations and in the safety of all of us. We also intend to continue to monitor and improve the dynamics of daily Kaizen level 1 and level 2, profile to other areas, and improving current ones through synergies with other areas of the group. The improvements sharing and results promotion is ensured through a training and communication plan. The strategic communication plan only has the expected result if the communication is clear and objective of all involved. In order for this process to take place in a fast way within the framework of Altri operating system project, the teams are trained in Kaizen principles and structured problem-solving tools. Companies with a global presence like Altri have a big responsibility to respond and adapt to an economy that is constantly changing. It is in this sense that the Altri Group intends to assert itself as the leader of ongoing change process in the sector of pulp production and renewable energy production. To ensure the adoption of a proactive position in responding to new challenges and developing new and better solutions, Altri is looking to review and outlines the group strategy for operational teams. There is a question: is it possible to outline the group strategy and place it in a single page? I have to say, yes, it's possible. The X-Metrics tool has shown us that it is possible. Through this method, everyone has clear objectives, and although it is not a complex concept, it requires practice and a culture of involvement and value creation. Through the Oshin method or methodology, also known as the unfolding of the strategy, the objectives of the next coming years were defined based on our strategic priorities for the Altri Group. These disruptive objectives were transformed into annual objectives and organized into metrics that will be implemented through all levels of the organization, which include the objectives for the improvement projects transversal to the whole Altri Group. We note that some of the objectives outlined as priorities are based on sustainable development goals and are aligned with that. And they are focused on the following: create motivation through the implementation of a culture of continuous improvement and operational excellence. So every day, all people, all areas, the entire team working together with the same concept. Also, it is very important for us to sediment this way of working in the new people that is joining the company. Also, quality is also very important for us, and the quality through improvements of the quality processes and services. Productivity is also very important for us, so we are always looking to increase the productivity of our employees, and also reducing delivery times with increased level of customer service. And finally, I would like to mention and to stress and to focus that Altri operating system is essential for us. This is our way of working every day, everybody, everywhere. That's the way we would like to continue to work in our operations. And finally, thank you very much for your attention.
Congratulations to Altri and to entire team. So we finished our 6 finalists presentation, but of course during the panel discussion we will have time to answer the questions that are coming from all over the world from the participants in today's event. I'm becoming a little bit more nervous because we are coming to the moment that we all have been waiting for. So we are about to announce the top 3 recipients of this 4th Global KAIZEN Award edition. But first, I'm going to give the floor to Laura Pimenta, representing Electrolux from Chile. It was the first place of Global KAIZEN Award 3rd edition last year, and they showed that through hard work, the proper mindset and the proper support and methodologies, any organization can even exceed its goals. So let's understand from Laura what they have been doing since they have won the KAIZEN Award Global Award 3rd edition.
Hello, I'm Laura Pimenta from Electrolux, and I work as Continuous Improvement Manager for Latin America. Last year, our company was awarded with 1st place of the 3rd edition of the Global KAIZEN Awards. After a year, it's a pleasure to be here again and watch this event with another set of candidates with excellent projects and great results. Continuous improvement is really a fundamental basis for leveraging any organization performance improvement, as well as an opportunity to benchmarking and growing. At Electrolux, always improving is one of the strategic drivers, and in recent years, we have been using a lot to connect the impact of the consumer experience through continuous improvement initiatives. Results have been obtained, and this opportunities mindset are already rooted in the people who are in our strongest pillar, cultural change. They are the ones who are recognized and directed to always seek the next cycle of improvement focused on efficiency and the consumer experience improvement. Congratulations to all the companies that have been participated and to winners that are about to announce it. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. We are now ready to announce the top 3 recipients of the 4th Global KAIZEN Awards event. I think I need to drink a little bit more water now because stressing time is coming to the participants of this event. And the 3rd place is CM City Cement, SCCC Thailand Supply Chain Lean Journey.
It's a great honor for the team to be recognized with this award. It's actually a credit to the team for having the open mind and dedication to their new perspective and embrace challenge throughout the few years.
We are very happy of this moment and very proud of this. It's really a great journey for us. It's really helped not only our performance, but the way we are working is a lot better. And it's really helped, our team happy. Thank you.
I'm very happy to hear that CMC Cement Supply Chain win the awards. Of course, the most important thing is not to win, but the journeys and our continuous improvement until where we are now. Thank you.
So it's a great achievement for us to receive this award, and it's showing our great contribution and our teamwork to establish Kaizen in Siam City Cement. And it's also our commitment as well that we still keep improving in C. Thank you.
So, okay.
So we very feel honored to get this third prize, and very happy that for implementing the Kaizen in our organization is make our life easier and happier. For the team, and especially this Kaizen things. When we start the journey, it's difficult, but at the end, we happy with that. Is the good channel. Also, it's a good channel that link our team, the small team leader person, to the management. This is a key thing too. Yeah, happy and thank you.
Hello, for me, I am very so excited and proud for this award. It's a great honor for our team, and we inspire team to create continuous improvement culture. In the past, we think small, do small, and we can get the great result. This Kaizen approach, I want to say thank you to Kaizen individuals. Thank you.
Okay, from my side, the Kaizen is the good way of work that big develop to our team's behaviors, that they can start from small improvements, from Muda huntings or process gap. And the result shows we get very big impact on our process and big beneficials to our companies. Thank you.
On behalf of Kaizen coordinator, I'm really proud to be a part of this success. Thank you for all effort and cooperation to make it happen. Keep working, keep continuous improvement.
I'm proud to be part of the Kaizen supply chain team to improve people and our process.
We do Kaizen at our plant every day. So I think my team feeling already won the prize for what we do every day. And after we hear that we won the third prize, the third competition, so it's how do I say? I'm very proud for my team that follow the Kaizen.
Congratulations, Paul and the team. So we have to celebrate together. Next time we will be together in Thailand. For the second place, we have WEG Brazil. WEG Continuous Improvement System in the development and implementation of integrated manufacturing assembly line. Congratulations, WEG.
We are proud and honored by the recognition received through this award. Thank you to Kaizen Institute Brazil for all the support. And for the future, we will continue to be driven by efficiency and sustainability.
Congratulations, WEG. Muitos parabéns, Clécio, and congratulations to all the team. Well, it's about time, and I still need to drink more and more water. And the first place of the fourth Kaizen Global Award edition, it is Acqua Minerale San Benedetto, Operation Excellence Program. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Kaizen, for these results. Is a big results for Acqua Minerale San Benedetto.
Because Kaizen means continuous improvement, this year we have an improvement to our awards, and for the first time we will introduce a new category. And this category, it is about MNCs, so multinational companies. As you know, since Kaizen Institute exists, a great footprint of our Kaizen implementation all over the world has been done in multinational companies. Our matrix is very similar because both, like the multinational companies, we are present in several different countries, we speak several different languages, we have several different cultures, which most of the time it turns even more difficult to change for better or to transform the organizations in the direction of the new paradigm. That was the reason why, starting in this year, we decided to introduce this new award about multinational companies. We call it the MNC Award. And the winner for the first place of Global KAIZEN Award category for MNCs is ASML, with the System Performance Lean Acceleration Pilot.
MNC, multinational.
Okay, say something. Yeah. Say something.
Yeah.
Be happy.
Yeah, what to say? I think very proud, and thank you for this great prize. Also, special thanks to the team and the stakeholders. For ASML, the winning of this prize means a lot. That means that we are working on the right things, and also a very good motivation for the team and the stakeholders to continue the way of working.
Yeah, thank you for winning this prize. It was very good to work with everybody, to work with a nice team, not only us three, but with the total team. And thank you for the award.
Yes, and also many thanks to the support in this room.
So, once again, congratulations to the ASML team for this award. Now it's time to launch our panel discussion. And today I will be here with our winners, and I will take some time to answer some of the multiple questions we are getting. So we won't have time to cover them all, but we will try to address as many questions as possible. Once again, I want to thank the presence of Frederic Barut, General Director of Aqua Mineral San Benedetto, awarded with the first place. Reinaldo Stewart, the Industrial and Engineering Director of WEG Brazil, awarded with the second place. And Paul Joseph Hayes, Senior Vice President, Supply Chain Thailand of Sian City Cement, awarded with the third place. And finally, Stephen Loyens, Manufacturing Team Leader, and Olaf van der Ven, Manager NXT System Performance of ASML, the company awarded in the MNCs category. So I take this time to address the first question to Paul from Siam City Cement, Thailand. Paul, good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. It is already a bit late in Thailand, so thank you for the effort. The question that I want to address for you is, from the outside, continuous improvement can be complex. How have you managed to translate it into a simple language that everyone understands and assumes it is a personal and a company challenge?
Well, I think it's important to see continuous improvement. It's a mindset. It's not just a phrase. And it's important that you live it and that you demonstrate it by how we act. I mean, things like, in the workplace, celebrating small improvements and making it clear that, look, small things every day lead to big things as long as everybody's doing it. I think if you try to, when you roll it out first, start talking about it, it can be a little bit stressful for people because they feel, oh my God, I have to every day get better and better. But as you go through a few cycles and you see you're celebrating, even small things, they become more relaxed about it, they become more confident about it. They see, yeah, okay, we can improve. We can always improve. So you know, at this stage, people have been through a few cycles of 8.3s, for example. They're very confident. They know when we finish one improvement project, they know they're not stressed about finding the next improvement project. So, and I think it's just important to continue that cycle again and again and again.
Thank you, Paul. I will move now with the second question that goes to Reinaldo from VEG Brazil. Reinaldo, in a competitive industry such as yours, it is important to define strategies that can make the production process more efficient. So how do you intend to continue your journey of implementing continuous improvement, guaranteeing continued growth and increased efficiency?
Okay, Antonio, I would say that continuous improvement is in the mindset of our team. And the company, of course, has evolved, and we are in the industry 4.0 era with the integration between process and automation. Continuous improvement needs to go together to create robust process, eliminating waste from the entire production chain. Process design comes together with product design, bringing a faster and more accurate creative process, and as a consequence, more efficient processes in terms of productivity and quality. So that's it.
Thank you, Reinaldo.
Yes.
So moving now to the Netherlands, Steven, what do you believe are the critical success factors to perpetuate continuous improvement in the company?
Hello, I think it's a combination of 3 factors. I think first, it's having a clear and simple to understand goals cascaded at the lowest level. Because this way the shop floor is able to translate them to drivers they can influence and thus also improve upon. I think a second one, which is really important, is a leadership commitment. So giving focus and recognition to the people who put effort in improving the business. I think this will boost the morale and the attention for doing continuous improvement. But also the role of the leaders and their daily running the operations and the CI process itself to actively coach and also sponsor the CIs to be successful. And last but not least, I think the structure and support is very important. It should be made very easy for the people to take part in continuous improvement. And I think having a structure available which facilitates participation in combination with coaches which are available for process questions or challenges the people are facing.
Thank you, Steven. Finally, Frederick. Frederick, congratulations again. And you are now facing the challenge to deploying the fully Kaizen organization program throughout the company. The management commitment itself has organized its routines according to the program. The strategy is deployed following that format. And several cycles have already been deployed in different fields. Why did you decide to extend the program?
Good afternoon, Antonio. Good afternoon to everybody. I would like, if you allow me, I would like to congratulate all the other 5 companies which have been participating to this Global Kaizen Award. And for us, it's a privilege and an honor to have received this first position in the ranking. Indeed, we started our journey with the Kaizen approach a couple of years ago in the production, as usual, I would say, in the production and technical areas. And we had a lot of positive successes. More recently, we started to, and we decided to make a sort of rollout of our Kaizen program across all the functions, from sales to marketing, from customer service to procurement, information technology, every function of the company has been involved, and this for, I would say, four main reasons. The first one is that we wanted to be consistent, and consistency is a key word in our companies. And therefore, it was important to extend this approach, this Kaizen approach, to every single function, and to be sure that the continuous improvement would become a sort of leitmotif for all of us. That's the first one. The second one is that the objective of San Benedetto is to generate profitable growth and to create value. And we really believe that all the functions of the company can give a real contribution in this value creation process. The third reason is that the fact of getting all functions of our company, of San Benedetto, on board with the continuous improvement culture is really helping us in integrating the Kaizen and the company strategy together, and is helping us to work on optimization of our current business model. And last but not least, San Benedetto is, for the 7th year in a row, the absolute leader of the Italian non-alcoholic beverage market. And we are convinced that the extension of our Kaizen program to all the functions of the company is absolutely necessary if we want to maintain this leadership.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I would love to put all the questions that we received, but I have to select only a few. But I think we still have time to another set of questions. So let's do a new round. I'm going back to Paul because it's really late in Thailand. Paul, what have been the main challenges you have faced since you started to implement this project?
I think probably the hardest bit is just to bring the whole team along on the journey. I mean, it is about people, it is about behavior. Different people, they learn, and at different pace. They're able to make changes, adapt to new ways quicker than others. That's fine, and I think every single team member has to be supported. They have to be encouraged. They have to be also given the time to make that change, that psychological change. But it's also important to realize that or understand that certain people, maybe they will never want to make that change, or maybe it's not their thing. So you have to be decisive in those situations. You have to, with certain people, be given all the opportunities, but they still become a blocker or a roadblock. You have to either find a way to go around that roadblock or move the roadblock to one side. You have to stay focused, and you have to be determined to go ahead, But fortunately, by taking that attitude, the vast majority of the team members, they come along on the journey wholeheartedly.
Thank you. Reinaldo, how have people integrated the changes in their ways of doing the things? How are you measuring that you are going in the right direction?
Antonio, basically, we have some internal programs that promote continuous improvement in the company and help maintain the lean culture, such as our WMS program, that is the VEG manufacturing system, 5S and Kaizen VEG. Of course, the Kaizen VEG program, which is one of the pillars of the company and supports from the simplest to the most complex improvements. All employees are encouraged to make improvements to their Gemba. To measure the results, we have the programs on indicators, and we know that we are on the right path when you see the impact of the improvements in the company's management indicators. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Now I will address a question to Olaf. Olaf, what kind of resistance to change have you encountered in this type of implementation? Is it important to train people to accompany this transformation?
When we started the change, we defined a vision. We had a clear target, and with that, we start telling people what was our goal, how to do the change. During that change, we have early adapters, people who really want to go, and people who are not willing to do the change. You need both, so you need also the resistance. That's good for the balance in the team. With that, we also involved everyone on the shop floor, on management, higher management, and with that, you start doing the change, and with doing, you see the result, and by seeing the result, you believe in the result, and it gets better and better. I don't think you can really train it, but you have to explain it. Maybe that's a different word, but you have to explain and continuously tell the story again and again and again. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Olaf. Frederick, again, to finish this set of questions, what do you think the program has given you in these areas so far? So management, support areas, quality, R&D, and what do you think it can give you in the future?
Well, what we have already achieved, I would mention three key achievements. One is, I think that we have a significant cultural change by creating the conviction and the awareness that the continuous improvement process can be implemented in all the functions of the company, and not only manufacturing, operation, and supply chain. So that's one important point. A second one is that new ways of working, and this has been said, I think, in one of the presentations, and new ways of involving and motivating people. For example, in the last 12 months, I believe that we have created in those functions newly on board in this project, I've proposed more than 100 Kaizen workshops. And finally, the third point is that we are convinced that we have already increased our speed of change and our speed of improvement as we are bringing on board more and more people. Now, what can we expect for the future? We believe that we will increase our ability in identifying and eliminating waste, the so-called muda. We want to reduce the muda as far as possible, as much as possible. And not only in the manufacturing, where we know that usually there is a lot of muda, but in all the areas where we found also significant sources of improvement and muda reduction. But the most important is, I was talking before about our leadership on the Italian market, and this leadership is mainly due to our innovation capability, both in process and products, and the speed at which we are able to introduce our innovation on the market and to the consumers. And we are convinced that in the future, we will be able to speed up even more this process of innovation, this capacity of innovation, and our sales and marketing execution. And this will be achieved only throughout our global Kaizen approach.
Thank you very much, Frederick. We still have a lot to answer, but unfortunately, we don't have time to cover everything. But again, I want to thank you everyone that joined our event today. Thank you to our nominees. Thank you very much for our 4 recipients of the Global KAIZEN Award. Only in this Q&A room, we have a 10 hours jet lag difference from Brazil to Thailand. And it's amazing how nowadays we can put everybody connected on such a way. So we are very glad to recognize the organizations taking the lead in implementing Kaizen and see such great projects which allow us to inspire the change among industry leaders and drive the continuous improvement efforts. Improvement requires continuity, and there's no such thing as good enough. So it is important to look at all employees from top to the bottom as the source of success, creating the right culture that will foster autonomous, motivated, and empowered teams. During this year, I was already presented in the Mexican KAIZEN Award, in the Colombian KAIZEN Award, in the Chilean KAIZEN Award, Portugal and Spain KAIZEN Award, Thailand KAIZEN Award. So I did an effort to be present in all of these events. And I spoke with the people about what usually we think when we thought about the future for our organizations. And typically, what I found is that our thoughts are always to do more, to do better, and to do faster. So whether a company is very successful or not, whether it is big or small, all the organizations are looking how to achieve more, better, and faster. So what kind of problems are preventing us from achieving these 3 goals? What opportunities do we need to grasp to achieve these 3 goals? What improvements are needed to reach these 3 goals? And in fact, whether it is on a personal level, an organizational level, or even a societal or a national level, we all want more out of our businesses, better results, and we want it all to happen faster. Now, the question, what are the roadblocks to overcome in order for this to happen? So the true question is, why do we need continuous improvement? And we know the answer. We need continuous improvement because problems are continuous too. There is not one day that we have 0 quality problems, not a single week where we do not face new challenges. Often, and someone spoke about this during these presentations, the greatest problem is not having any problems at all. So if problems don't occur, organizations face an even bigger problem because this means that they cannot see them. They are blind. And Kaizen culture is about exposing the problems, is about celebrating them. So until these problems are exposed, there are no opportunities. So in knowing that we cannot strive for 0 problems is some way unrealistic, we can and we should have an improvement-oriented culture, empowering our organizations with tools like structured problem solving and standards to seek standards compliance. So focus on discovering and sizing opportunities, focus on problem solving across the organization. So it's about time to be fast, to be agile, to be flexible, to be ready for the future, wherever it may be. So we need to get the chain working together in a collaborative way. So breaking down the silos, the islands that exists between departments, and do the same with suppliers and customers, putting the teams to work together with a great alignment with the company strategy, focus on a common goal. So as we used to present in our presentations, a very famous sentence from Aristotle almost 2,000 years ago, that excellence is an habit, not an action, that takes practice and perseverance. So all I want to say now is, again, to congratulate everybody and to see you in the next year. thank you very much and see you again in the next edition of the KAIZEN Global Award.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
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 Thank you, Antonio. Bye-bye.